Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletics. Hi, folks. John Chomby alongside Chris Singleton. So the Oakland A's with a gloomy outlook heading into the season. Definitely a long shot to contend. Siggy, how do they outperform expectations and give that fan base some hope?
Boog, I got a feeling these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe a fan favorite has a great season. Maybe a prospect really emerges or something. But this roster, it's just not cut out to go toe-to-toe with the league's best. I know it sounds like I'm writing them off already, but I'm really not. I mean, who knows? They have a hot start. Maybe the front office gets aggressive and adds some pieces, and they contend this year after all.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, Mason Miller. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one missing low. And a pitch. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Angels go quietly there, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Starting on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
And it's fouled away. The pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Digging in, Lawrence Butler. Swings through that one. 0-1. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that ball is gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
So 1 out, nobody on. Zach Geloff getting ready to hit. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Ohtani, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Brent Rooker. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run as the A's are on top. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, and now it's going to be Brandon Drury. Miller back to work. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Butler makes the grab, 1 away. Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Angels. First offering, and it just misses. Swings through that one.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he established that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of the start, so I think the guys further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes, share some information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate, or else it's going to be a really difficult game. Disrupt this pitcher, do something to get him out of his rhythm.
Next offering is down low.
2-0.
That one ran inside, almost got him. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
And it's 1-1. Moose off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Kicks and deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side. They get the force, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Angels nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. And the right-hander back to work. He was late there. Strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Next offering in the dirt, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike three. Jordan Diaz up next for the A's. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Cabbage has this one sized up. 2 away now. So here's Brown at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
0-2 now. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they hold a 1-0 lead. On to the third inning. So in now for the Angels, number 9. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. And now it's filled up. The pitch. The other way, Brown. He handles it himself and one away in the top of the third. Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. They say you win.
1-1.
Righty to the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Fletcher in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. On the ground to the left. Oh, no, he threw it home. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief. And a foul ball. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Angels strand one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back in Oakland, set for the bottom of the third, and now the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz. And the pitch. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Diaz, a former All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Singy Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP. in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes.
On the ground to third. Moose. Jump throw. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. So the Oakland lineup turns over. Yuri Ruiz up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP. And the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. A's go quickly and quietly there. They lead it 1-0.
In the background is a blind spot. Rolling dice and rock your cards out. Don't push it up and use your mind.
And welcome back. On to the fourth. Now it's the DH for the Angels. Shohei Ohtani. Foul ball. And here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals.
Ball, that's out.
That misses. 3 balls and a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he walked him.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Drury, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Oh, right to the backstop. He's into second easily on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. That one catches the zone, and a count 2-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one lifted to left. It gets down a base hit. In comes the run from second. We're tied at 1. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the left fielder, Mickey Moniak. Went down on strikes his first time through. He's 0 for 1. Manager out of the dugout. Paul Blackburn gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2-0.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's down and in. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out. It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
He caught it behind his back. On the money. Nice play. Randall Grichuk now. Just missed.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Squirts away from Langoliers. But all the runners hold. Here comes a pitch. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 3-0 down. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And now a full count. base hit into center field. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 3-1.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. I could watch base hits.
Runner takes off in the air, right field. Butler settles underneath it, brings it in. Out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Matt Theis. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Chopper right side. Third out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 1. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Lawrence Butler. Ohtani back to work. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and 1 away.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-2.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Grounder off the pitcher. No throw, and they come away without an out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Rooker leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. And strike 2.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is fouled back. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in the East Bay. And now here is David Fletcher. Line drive, base hit down the line. And that one's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there. So once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Austin Pruitt into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's a 1-1. Got a good eye there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at second. Out to short. Diaz slings to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Here's Shohei Ohtani. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Singy, what do you prefer? You like watching Ohtani hit or pitch?
I think I like watching him hit. I mean, he hits monster home runs. And with guys on his team like Mike Trout and, formerly Albert Pujols, to see Shohei Ohtani stand up and be a little bit taller than those other guys, it's just impressive.
Drury in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs with a runner at third. And now it's even up. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and he breaks his bat. Throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Angels leave 1, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. Now it's going to be Seth Brown. The pitch. In the air, center field. Grichuk drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And it's Aledmys Diaz. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball 1 there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
In the air to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Now the third baseman, Kevin Smith. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Yuri Ruiz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering misses the mark. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
The 2-1. Just off the inside edge.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
In the air, left side. Moniak drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 3-2. Top 6. Now the left fielder, Mickey Moniak. Pruitt back to work. That's in there. Moniak, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, 2017, a good year for Mike Moustakas. He was named the comeback player of the year in the American League after tearing that ACL in 2016, Boog. You know, he managed to bounce back with 38 home runs the following season.
Next offering is in for a strike. In the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Randall Grichuk, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one off the outside edge. Pruitt, 33 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2013. Next offering is downstairs. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ruiz pulls it in on the run. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 2. Back in Oakland, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Lawrence Butler. The pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Left-hand batter waits.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how.
Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on at first with one gone. So here's the cleanup hitter for Oakland, Brent Rooker. Ball one, no strikes. Geloff at first, one gone. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And he deals. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. One hit, one left. We're through six full. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 2. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, number 9. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Throw on to Brown. One up, one down. Thice up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And that's downstairs and outside.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He can't get there. It's a base hit. The throw in, and that's a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. And next for the Angels, Trey Cabbage. Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. 1-2 here. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, Geloff. And the inning is over. Angels strand 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Oakland's DH, Jordan Diaz. The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Andrew Wantz appears to be getting loose. Estevez getting cranked up as well. There's a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Grichuk hauls it in, 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Diaz at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Next pitch is outside. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And the A's are gone in order. They trail it 3-2. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. There's a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And the righty deals. And a foul ball. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Got him. One down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Right-handed reliever.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Out to short, Diaz. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And next for L.A., Mickey Moniak. First offering in the dirt. And that's outside. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. That one not close. And it's 3-2. Swing and a line drive. Base hit out into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Out to short, Diaz. They take the force out. Third out, and that ends the frame. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 2. Andrew Wantz gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Smith swings through it for strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Jimmy Herget, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Butler up to bat next, lays off for a ball. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
At the belt and fires. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. Ruiz stands at first with one out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And the 1-0. There's a swing and a miss. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a count 1-2. Two outs. Goes down looking. The A's strand one, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
And the pitch. That misses, and it's 1-0. And that's outside. Not even close there. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Throw over to first. Grichuk back in standing. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Diaz. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Brown. It's 2.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And here's the catcher, Matt Thaiss. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That misses. 2 balls, no strikes. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. The next offering misses. And now 3-0. Slapped foul. The 3-1. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. comes a 3-2. Got him. That's the third out. So they go quietly there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 2. Jimmy Herget on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. Digging in for Oakland, Brent Rooker. Out there to center. Grichuk drifts towards it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Langoliers at the plate now, and that's inside. Kicks and deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Diaz in the box now, takes strike 1. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Bounce back to the mound, and it gets by him. Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Seth Brown, the next to hit. First pitch just misses.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here, just to remind him, focus on the hitter, don't worry about anything else.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. 1-2 now. On the ground to short. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, all you want is a chance going to that final frame. They got some base runners, had the tying run at second, the winning run at first, just couldn't come through with the big hit. On the other side, nice job to battle through it, close out the win.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.